What if your joint pain isn't the problem, but the final warning? Because long before the pain shows up, something invisible has already started damaging your joint. It's not age. It's not just wear and tear. It's chronic inflammation. And most people don't even realize it's happening. In this video, we're breaking down what's really happening inside your joints, why it starts, and how to stop it, using 4 simple signals before it gets worse. But to get that, you need to see how a normal joint works. Think of your joints as 2 bones meeting with a smooth, resilient pad between them. That pad is cartilage, a strong, flexible tissue that cushions and surrounds the ends of your bones. Within each joint, there's also synovial fluid, a viscous liquid that works like oil in an engine. While cartilage absorbs shock, reduces friction, and supports structure, synovial fluid lubricates and cushions your joint so your bones don't scrape and clunk when you move. But here's the key. The more you move, the more lubrication moves through your joints. Motion circulates this fluid, nourishes your cartilage, and keeps stiffness at bay. Your joints were designed for movement, but only if the cartilage and synovial fluid remain intact and healthy. So why do joints break down? It's not just because you're getting older. Because what starts as protection can quietly turn into destruction. Inflammation is not the problem in the beginning. Let's say if you twist your ankle or get injured. Inflammation is the one who shows up to help you heal. It brings blood, nutrients, and repair signals. That part is normal and useful. The problem starts when it doesn't leave. Because when inflammation stays in the joint for too long, it stops helping and starts breaking it down. Instead of repairing tissue, it begins to cause damage. And this is the part most people never realize. Inside an inflamed joint, your body releases chemical signals. These are not passive. They actively interact with your tissues. Over time, they start breaking down cartilage, which we know allows smooth movement. This doesn't happen suddenly, but gradually, in a way that most people don't notice until it has already progressed. Over time, the structure weakens, thins out, and loses its ability to protect. That is exactly what ongoing inflammation can do inside a joint. And it goes a step further. These inflammatory chemicals, including things like cytokines, don't just create swelling or stiffness. They actually signal your body to break down its own tissue. They activate processes that degrade cartilage over time. So even when the visible inflammation seems to reduce, the internal damage can continue beneath the surface, which leads to the most important shift in how you should think about pain. Pain is not the beginning of the problem. Pain is the point where the damage has already reached a level your body can no longer ignore. And by the time your joint starts hurting regularly, the cushioning inside it may already be compromised. Now, this is the part where you'll understand why the problem keeps getting worse in the first place. Starting with food, one of the biggest ways people unknowingly keep feeding this fire. The more your diet leans toward ultra-processed foods, fried snacks, sugary drinks, and refined carbs, the easier it becomes for inflammation to stay switched on. The University of Chicago warns that the standard American diet, rich in ultra-processed foods and red meat, is pro-inflammatory. Sugary drinks and fried foods soaked in unhealthy fats fuel inflammatory messengers. Picture pouring gasoline on the fire in your joints. Then it's your lifestyle. And this is where modern life quietly makes things worse. When you sit for hours, your joints stop doing what they were designed to do. Movement slows down, and with it, the circulation of synovial fluid. That fluid becomes less effective, stiffness starts building up, and your joints begin to feel tight and restricted. At the same time, the muscles that are supposed to support your knees, hips, and back start weakening. So now the joint is dealing with 2 problems at once: less lubrication and more load, and that accelerates wear, leading to major problems like stress, poor sleep, and constant mental pressure, a body that never really switches off. Every extra pound adds pressure to your knees, hips, and ankles. Fat tissue isn't just storage. It pumps out inflammatory chemicals. It's like placing additional weight on already weakened beams, accelerating the collapse. These aren't random occurrences. They are choices and environments that dictate whether inflammation smolders or erupts. And all these points connect to one thing. It's not one thing. It's the combination of multiple reasons, and together, they create the perfect environment for inflammation to slowly keep eating away at your joints. But what if flipping a few daily switches could put out that fire and rebuild the joint you thought was doomed? If your habits can create this damage, they can also help you to stop it. And this is the part where I'm going to show you exactly how to start fixing the problems I just talked about, using 4 simple signals your body already understands. Let's start with movement. Movement isn't optional, it's joint medicine. Your joints are designed to move. Every time you move, you circulate synovial fluid, that natural lubricant that keeps your joints smooth and protected. Movement literally nourishes your joints. Even small changes matter. Standing up more often, walking a little every day, adding basic strength work, and over time, this reduces stiffness, supports the joint, and brings inflammation down. Then comes your food. Ditch the obvious triggers: sugary drinks, candy, fried foods, and heavily processed snacks. Replace them with anti-inflammatory foods: berries, leafy greens, nuts, olive oil, turmeric, ginger, and fatty fish. A Mediterranean-style diet rich in colorful vegetables and healthy fats has been shown to reduce inflammatory chemicals. Every anti-inflammatory bite is a bucket of water on that internal fire. Make stress reduction non-negotiable. Short breathing exercises, mindfulness, yoga, or simply time in nature lowers cortisol. Prioritize 7 to 8 hours of sleep. This is when your body repairs cartilage and quiets inflammation. Turning off screens before bed and creating a dark, cool sleep environment can make a world of difference. Even modest weight loss takes significant strain off your knees and hips. Hydration matters too. Water helps maintain synovial fluid and keeps cartilage supple. You don't need an extreme program, but consistent choices over time are what cool the blaze. These aren't vague wellness platitudes. They're physiologic levers. Each action dials down inflammation and signals your body to rebuild rather than destroy. Here's the mindset shift. First, your joints aren't victims of time. Second, pain is not your enemy. It's your wake-up call. And third, as we all got to know, inflammation is the culprit, and your daily habits are the accelerant or the extinguisher. If you keep feeding the fire with junk food, endless sitting, and unchecked stress, inflammation will continue to silently eat away at your cartilage until you're bone on bone. But if you choose to move, rest, and manage stress, you literally starve the flames and invite your body's repair crew back in. The assault is silent until you confront it. By acting now, you can stop the breakdown and maybe even rebuild what you thought was lost. Your joints are worth the fight, and the power to win is in your hands. If this hits home, share this with a friend who thinks aching joints are inevitable. For those ready to take action, comment, "I'm in," and I'll follow up with a detailed plan. Anti-inflammatory meal ideas, simple daily movement routines, and stress-busting techniques designed for busy lives. Remember, you're not at the mercy of inflammation. You control the fuel.